Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Diamond and this is Diamond Beauty. So today I filmed a updated foundation routine for you guys. Just really natural, bold, well, natural. This, we can call it soft glam. Bright red lip and, you know, just some liner. Kept it simple but still cute. She's really glowy, she's really tan, okay? So if you would like to see how I did achieve this look, just make sure you keep on watching.
I'm in my bag, bitch. I'm on your ass, bitch. Bitch, I'm a star, got these niggas wishing. He say he hungry, this pussy the kitchen. Yeah, that's my doubt, he gon' sit down and listen.
So my brows are already on. If you do want to see how I do my brows, I'll link the tutorial down below in the description box. We're going to start off with skincare, and I'm using my Estée Lauder DayWear, and it does have an SPF of 15, so it's really good for protecting the skin. Now moving on to my primer, I'm going to be using my NYX Angel Veil. I really love this primer. I use this primer all the time. Like, it's just really good for filling in the pores and smoothing out the skin, and it's inexpensive. Like, it's so bomb. So I finally decided to try out a new foundation. The foundation I'm using is the new Juvias Place one, and it is a velvet matte texture, and I'm in the shade Punta Cana. So far I like it, but you know, my Fenty Pro Filter, she's that girl, so that's always going to be my go-to foundation. But I mean, I like her, and I'm running out of my Fenty, so it'll do. So the way I get this flawless base is actually a technique that I learned from Taylor Made Jane here on YouTube, and since I tried this technique out, I haven't been back since. Like, I absolutely love how my makeup comes out. It comes out flawless every time, you know. Like, it just gives me that perfect snatched look without it being overwhelming and cakey and just too much. And yeah, I absolutely love it. And y'all see my skin in this video? Like, my skin is getting so much better, y'all. My skin was so bad. Like, I started using African black soap again, and it's been clearing up my skin so well. Like, okay, come through. Now I'm using my Perfectionist. Once again, I'm pretty sure, I checked the website in Estee Lauder and it was sold out. So I don't know if they're bringing this back or not, but this is what I use. You can use any contour stick. This is just the one that I like to use because it is bomb. So they do need to bring it back and stop playing with us. So yeah, I'm just going to apply this all over where my contour is, and then around the perimeter of my hairline and on my nose. Now this step isn't necessary if you don't struggle with dark circles under your eyes, but I do, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my Fenty concealer, and this is in the shade 370. And yeah, I'm just doing that for extra coverage under my eyes because I have a problem with having deep set eyes and darkness. You can't tell in the video, but in person is definitely a problem. And now I'm taking my LA Girl, and it is in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm just using that for like more of a contour. The first color I applied was more of like a bronzy shade. This is what's gonna really get me snatched. Now I let that concealer sit for a little bit. Now I am taking a blending brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out underneath my eyes before I move on to the next step. Let me shut up. Now it's time to highlight. So I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade 34S Medium Sand, and I'm going to apply that to my highlight point. So I'm just going to apply small triangles underneath the eyes, and then after that you're going to see me apply my NARS Creamy Radiant, and that is in the shade caramel, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer banks, and what you're going to see is basically a gradient effect. So that's why you don't need to apply foundation all over the skin, because everything is just going to blend so seamlessly without you having to apply layers upon layers upon layers, and it just comes out immaculate. Alright, so here I am applying my NARS concealer, so you'll see the gradient effect that I'm talking about. But how do y'all feel about voiceover videos? Like, I don't know if I should do talk throughs. Like, what should I do? Like, I'm still trying to get used to this YouTube stuff. Like, it's so hard. Like, you don't know how many times I record these voiceovers over and over again because I keep getting tongue tied, or what I'm saying sounds dumb, and I just have to keep doing it over and over again. Like, it's stressful. Like, I don't know. But if y'all want me to see, I'm getting tongue tied. If y'all want to see me talk, I'll start talking more in my videos. It's just really awkward talking to a camera. But anyways, now it's time to blend, honey. So now I just sprayed my brush with my MAC's Gold Fix Plus. It's the gold one. It's the Fix Plus spray, but it's gold. So I just sprayed it on my brush, and the brush I'm using is my Real Techniques brush, and it is called the Instapop Cheek Brush, and this is the same brush that TaylorMade Jane uses, and y'all, this brush is bomb. Like, it's so bomb. Y'all need to cop it. It's inexpensive. It's literally so perfect. It has an angle to it, so it's perfect for blending out your foundation and also blending out your contour. Like, you'll see me use it all over my face. So I'm so glad I got this brush. I need to get me another one. And I know this clip is hella long, but I just really wanted y'all to see my whole blending process, because a lot of people have problems with blending because they rush or they just don't know how to. This Instapop cheek brush is perfect for blending out like cream contours and everything because of the angle of it. So I would definitely recommend that if you have trouble with blending creams or anything like that. Also, just take your time. Like, don't rush it. I promise you, the more time you take out to blend your foundation, the more flawless of a base you will get, because as you're blending it, you're pushing it into the skin and you're letting it set, and it's really going to give you that flawless base that you're looking for. So going in with the cream contour on your nose is really going to give you that snatched nose, okay? So I am just using a small blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the sides. And you see how snatched my nose looks? Now, if you guys have been paying attention, you would notice that I just let the concealer sit while I did the rest of my face. And that's because it'll give you a more full coverage look when you do just let it sit and soak into the skin. And since I do have problems with my under eyes, I definitely want to have full coverage under those eyes, baby. So I'm going to let that sit first. But now you guys see that I'm blending it out. And what I'm using to blend out my concealer is a Real Techniques brush. Doesn't say what brush it is. Oh my god. So it's a setting brush. I'm using the Real Techniques 402 setting brush, and I also got this from TaylorMade Jane. It's so perfect for under the eyes, and for blending out the concealer, it's perfect. Like, I love it. Before I set my under eyes, I just made sure that there were no creases, and I'm using my Mercier translucent powder. I haven't used this powder in so long. I forgot how freaking bomb it is. Like, I love this powder so much. Like, it just really gives that flawless effect and really blurs the skin out. I also wanted to point out that I blend the edges of my concealer. I don't really go underneath my eyes because that's where I want the fullest of coverage because of my deep set eyes. So I blend around the edges and I take a smaller blending brush and I just go right underneath the eyes where creasing occurs because I want everything to stay in place underneath my eyes so I can keep that full coverage. So I guess my son wanted to be a part of the video. He doesn't let me do anything alone. So say hi to Z. So yeah, right now I'm just going to be setting my contour and I'm going to be using my bronzer. The bronzer I'm using is by Tarte. It's the Amazonian Clay and I'm using the shade Hotel Heiress. I've had this bronzer for so long. Like I literally had this bronzer for like 3 years. I feel like it's been longer. I'm not nasty, y'all. Makeup don't be expiring like that. And it's a powder. And you know, she's just been going like, and this is my everyday powder and it's lasted 3 years. Like I need to go re-up on another one just to have it. But yeah, that powder is really good. Now I'm just cleaning up my contour with my same Laura Mercier powder. Oh, 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 oh. So what that's doing is just cleaning up my contour. That's the only place I'm going to bake. I'm not going to bake under the eyes because I find that sometimes when I bake under the eyes, I have really dry under eyes, so it doesn't end up well. So now I'm just going in with my blush, and the blush that I'm going to be using is by NYX, and it is the Ombré blush, and it is in the shade, this is in the shade Sweet Spring. For the eyes, I'm going to be using my Ace Beauty Grandiose palette, and I'm just using that warm brown shade just to add some color and some depth back into the eyes. You can also use a bronzer if you don't own a shade like this. I usually use a bronzer. This is like my everyday eye type of look. I just add a little bit of color to the eyes to give it some depth so it doesn't look so bland. So as above, so below. So I'm just going to also add that same transition color underneath my eyes. I'm taking my Real Technique sponge with no product on it, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat in that Laura Mercier powder and take a blending brush and just blend everything together. Now that the skin is done, we're going in with the MAC Fix Plus Gold Light Spray. And your setting spray is really what's going to make your makeup because it really just melts everything together seamlessly. And this one gives you a nice golden glow. So my other eye I did off camera. Now I'm just applying this really pretty golden shimmer shade in the inner corner of my eye. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and do some black liner. Liner used to really be my girl, but I stopped doing it. I don't know why because it complements my eye shape so well. So yeah, going in with black liner. The black liner I'm going to be using is the Sephora Liquid Pen Liner. Really affordable, really black. I actually really like it, but I am looking for a liner that helps with teary eyes because sometimes my eyes just get really watery and the inner corner of my eye just starts to be ruined by my eyes, like, and I don't know why it does that sometimes, and I'm trying to find something that's really waterproof that will keep it from running so much because sometimes it's really irritating because I'll do a really bomb liner look and it gets ruined by my eyes. But yeah, here I'm just cleaning it up so they're both even. Okay, so the mascara I'm going to be using is the Pure Color Envy Lash Multi Effects, and this is by Estée Lauder. Moving on to lashes, the lashes I'm going to be using are a Amazon brand. The brand is called Alice Faux Mink Lashes, and I believe the lashes are about $7, and it comes 3 in a pack. So yeah, really affordable, and I actually really love these lashes. Using my Fenty bronzer, this is in the shade Caramel Cutie, I'm just going to go ahead and add some more color and depth right onto the nose. Using the same mascara, I'm just going to go ahead and put mascara on my bottom lashes as well. Now to really snatch my nose, I'm going in with my Fenty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby with a detail brush, and I'm just going to make a straight line going straight down the nose, and I'm also going to add a little bit to my Cupid's bow. Now I'm adding that same highlighter to my cheeks. I actually haven't used this highlighter in a long time. I forgot how bomb it is. I'm going to be lining my lips with this orange NYX lip pencil. I just don't own a red one, so that's why I'm using orange. The lip I'm going to be wearing is by Estée Lauder. It is the Pure Color Envy Liquid Matte Lipsticks, and this is in the shade Controversial. This is my favorite go-to red lip because of the undertone to it. It's kind of orangey, so it complements my skin really well, and it's very bright and vibrant, so I love this lip. Moving on to hair, I wanted to keep it cute and simple, so all I did was do a nice slick back pony. If you guys want details on this hair, I actually do have a video on it. I'll leave it in the description box below. Okay, so using my Design Line flat iron spray and a baby hair brush, I'm just going to go ahead and spray that to make sure it's nice, laid, and sleek. And yeah, we're going to get to the final look. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.